Ready? Are we doing this? Basic Bros podcast. This is it.
So 3, 2, 1. I'm done. You know what? I'm going to bed.
Okay, whatever.
Whatever. Basic Bros.
In this episode of Basic Bros podcast, we run into some troubleshooting problems. We apologize for any of the scenes that sound and look cut, and stuff that may not make sense because we didn't finish our sentences. Anyway, I promise that it's more of an inconvenience to me when I have to edit this in post than it is for you. Back to the show. Basic Bros podcast, episode 2, officially. We're back, and we're all here. I love it.
Except
Love seeing
Nate.
your faces. So last episode, I forgot to talk about my experience at the movie It. Now I don't know if have either of you seen it yet? Did you guys go see it?
No spoilers.
I will not spoil anything for
Did
you
you just
at
piss
all.
your pants? Still
But
lagging.
the movie was 14A. You were lagging out. I'm lagging too? Am I still
14A?
lagging?
I
Why
thought
was
it
it
would be
only
like a
14?
18 or
Yeah.
rated R or something.
Rated
I thought
R,
it was
right?
like at
Yeah,
least
no.
18.
No, 14A. I think the next one will be rated R, and here's why. In movies where kids are involved, you're very limited in what you could do. But there are few things in the movie that's like crazy. First of all, I mean, actually, I'm going to talk about this last because it's crazy. You guys are going to be like, "What the?" Because neither of you have read the book, right?
It's from a book?
Yeah.
No.
Stephen King, dude.
I thought he just
some-
wrote the scripts. I didn't know
It's
it was
just
from
some-
one of his movies.
He
Some
writes
author from-
novels, and then those novels turn to movies. Sometimes they end up being shitty movies.
It's like, do you remember Goosebumps, R.L. Stein? He's like the adult version of that, except slightly more successful. Yeah.
Yeah, Goosebumps was slightly more successful, maybe a little more creepy and scary, depending on
adult
what you
adult
like,
version.
and more. And I was right. This is not really much of a spoiler, to be honest, because if you know it, you know the book, you know that these kids battle this monster as children, and then they battle it again as adults. So there will be a second movie. They've literally split them up. So they've split the first movie as children, and the second movie, which is coming out in 2019, apparently, they're going to be adults. Okay, so yes, there's going to be an It Movie 1 and It Movie 2. The 1 takes care of the kids. The 2, they will be adults. Now, the first one was really funny. It was actually funny. Long story short, Richie in the movie It
Don't spoil it.
was really funny. And the movie was either really, really funny or terrifying. So you're either laughing or you were scared to shit. But that's the thing, you weren't scared to shit because it was 14A. So even Talia, like my friend who came with me, she was scared before going in. She didn't even want to see it. And then when we came out, she's like, yeah, that was awesome. She's like, it was a good time. So definitely go see it. Highly recommend it. I'm going to say one more thing about this movie. There's something in the book that's not going to be in the movies, and I actually didn't know this part of the book. No. It's got nothing to do with the clown, and it's got nothing to do with the major plot or anything like that. And since it's not in the movie, I'll mention this. But in the book, there's like 5 kids, right? And like one of them's a chick, or sorry, 5 guys, 1 girl, something like that. And at the end of the movie, after they defeat the clown, in the book, the girl offers herself up to the guys, and they have like an orgy at the end. So like this one girl
awkward.
gets laid by 5 guys, like at the end after they defeat the clown. And like see, when you
for the
hear
hell
this,
of it, like a celebration.
kind of. Okay, so in the actual book, and from what I
This is
gather
so
from
bad.
both the movies, this chick is a bit of a slut. Like, pardon my language, but she gets around apparently. But they make it look like she doesn't get around. But then in the book, she definitely gets around. Like she, yeah, yeah.
That's a pretty weird ending.
Right? So Stephen King, when they asked him about this a while ago, he's like, for me, it was just symbolism of like these kids coming of age. I'm like, oh, they were coming, all right.
You're so bad.
Well, dude, I'm not the one that made the book.
I
I'm
feel
not the one
like
that
there's
wrote that.
there's growing up and having a relationship, right? That's like growing up, and then there's like having an orgy. Like what?
Yeah, dude.
It just seems so random.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Were
Yeah,
they
I don't
know
like
how to
hitting it
say it.
off really crazy like
How
throughout
does
the
that-
book?
I don't know. You're gonna have to read the book, but that's one part of the. And I didn't
interesting.
even believe it at first. I'm like, there's no way this is in the book, but it is. It's actually in the book.
Interesting. So you haven't read the book, but people were talking about it after the movie
Yeah.
became really popular. I see.
You got it. Well, they were talking about what differences there were between the book and the new
I
movie.
Wait,
And
this
that was the
wasn't like
first
some
time.
random troll comment you read, and you're like, "Oh, that." happened."
No. This is legit. Like this
That would have
actually
been
is
funny.
legit. Yeah.
was the author huge at this point while he was writing this
Stephen
book?
King. He's
Yeah.
always been huge.
No, but
Oh.
like, did this
Maybe-
book?
maybe he
was
was-
this like one of his first books, or something?
Or did he have like a major fan base
See,
already?
that's the thing. I don't know when the book came out, but the movie It came out in 1990, which in and itself is actually interesting, and here's why. It, the monster, is supposed to come around every 27 years. That's why they fight him as a child and then again as an adult. The first It movie came out in 1990. It's 2017.
Ah, interesting. Wait, so there was a It movie before?
Yeah, the first one. And
I
it was
see.
it's if you watch it now, it's so cheesy and bad. It was one of my favorite movies as a child. I saw it when I was 8 years old.
Wait, so by monster,
It's a healthy age.
Yeah, right.
by monster, you guys mean like the clown, right?
Yeah, but the clown is a monster.
Oh, so
It's just
he's,
some dude.
he's not some dude
Yeah.
dressed up as a clown?
He's a monster that's disguised as a clown, and
He's a monster.
he feeds off your fear.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he needs to feed like every 27 years or whatever, 23 years. I forget the exact number, but it correlates with the date that this movie was released because it's the exact same amount of time that in the storyline that
Right,
he
yes,
would come
we
back
got
as
that.
or whatever.
Thanks.
Interestingly enough, I'll post in the description, there's like someone did a Lego, like they used Lego to make the very first scene of It, and it was so good. I wish they could make a Lego It movie. That'd be dope. Like it was really well done. So I'll post the link to that in the description below. Yeah, you guys can check that out. But that is all I'm going to say about the movie It. 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, whatever. 2 thumbs up. Go see it. It's worth it. Even if you're scared, go see it.
Wait, so
Love
is it 5 out of 5 or 4 out of 5?
You know what? I'm going to give it, not Academy Award winning, but I'm definitely going to give it a 5 out of 5. And Bill Skarsgård, I think that's the kid's name who played It, friggin' phenomenal job. Like that guy, straight up good act, like great acting. You see it in the first scene you see him. Like the way he talks, everything. The guy, champ. So, not Academy Award winning, but definitely really, really good. You heard it here. Maybe not first, but you heard it here.
Cool story, bro.
Totally. So, Joe, what do you have to talk about today?
I talked about a lot of things already, Meyer.
Yeah, but I wasn't there for it.
Yeah, that's why it's a recording. You can go
You
back
can
and
watch
watch
it.
I
it.
can go back and listen.
You watch it
Owen.
multiple times anyways.
Owen, did he say
Yeah.
anything worth listening to? Like, was it actually good
Yeah,
content?
we had good conversations.
I think it's
That's
actually
good.
better.
Oh, sick. You know what we should do is I should have more tech problems more often,
I know.
right? That's funny. I can tell Owen's tired because he's actually super quiet and looking down at his phone and
playing-
not engaged at all.
I'm playing my chicken farm game. Have you guys checked this game out? It's called Egg Inc. Check out how much money I have in this game. Can you
I
see?
saw
Is
a
it real money?
No. Obviously, it's
You know how
not
much money you would have in Bitcoin if you had money in Bitcoin? Like I
Oh
told you
my
6
god,
months
we're
ago.
not gonna talk about this.
Oh,
in
we're
our
gonna talk
podcast.
about this.
Nope.
We're gonna talk about this.
All right, that's
No.
all the time I
All
have.
right,
Let's put it
guys.
this- let's
See
put it
you
this
guys
way.
next time.
One of us is making a lot of money sitting
Boom.
on his ass, and the other two are not.
Good talk, bro.
Okay. One last thing. Did you guys see
What's
the trailer for Isle of Dogs? Wes Anderson in the
No.
style of Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Ooh, that sounds
Yeah.
interesting. I really like the way he did that movie, Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I loved it. And
Yeah.
this one has like a ridiculous A-list cast. Like crazy.
Nice.
And animation looks solid like always, and it is a Wes Anderson, so you know it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's your
So
favorite Wes
definitely
Anderson?
check out the trailer.
It's tough.
I don't. Yeah, it is. I don't know.
I have a tough time with that one. I have like a 3-way tie. The Royal Tenenbaums, the Darjeeling Limited, and the
I
Legend
never
of
watched
Water.
that.
Oh, I love the Darjeeling Limited. I don't know why. It's just so good. I think it's because it's 3 brothers and they're like, it's just really well done. So those 3 are like my prime Wes Anderson movies. Especially like if you told me I had to pick one, I'd pick Darjeeling Limited. Yeah. I think that's what it's called, right? The Darjeeling. Yeah, I think that is. It'd be bad if it wasn't. But when does this new one come out?
I'm not sure. I have no idea. I just
Well,
saw
we'll
the
find
trailer,
out.
and I'm
Find
like,
out and we'll
wow,
post
this looks so crazy awesome. Yeah.
Nice. Let's do it.
Oh,
I'll
Isle
have
of
to check that
Dogs.
out.
Okay, it's actually the first result when you search for Wes Anderson. I'll check it out after the.
Do we have a date on that, Owen? Can you see?
Oh, for the movie?
Yeah. See when it release date?
Let me see.
March 23rd,
Okay, cool.
2018.
Next year? Damn. Well, actually, next year is not even that far away, which is pretty crazy.
No, it's not.
This year just kind of flew by.
Doesn't every year fly by though?
I feel like time is passing by way faster than before for some reason.
Because you're older.
Yeah, that's
It's
actually a thing.
relativity, Meyer. Owen.
Owen.
Something called relativity.
Yeah, because it's like the whole thing is about like the amount of things you experience
It's perceived
gets
time.
more and more, and then the new things you experience get less and less, right? So your perceived time gets
Not really.
I don't
shorter
think you're
and shorter.
explaining that right.
No, it's all
It's
it is
because
is
more
you-
time goes by. Like
Oh.
there's more time in your timeline,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you.
So age of
You
one,
only
I
lived-
have only literally been around for 1 year.
Yeah,
So
so,
it seems
each
like a
day
long time. You
seems
got it.
is this much, right?
Yeah. That.
It's super weird. But I always had this theory, right? So you guys know the universe is always expanding, right?
Or
And
so
then-
they say.
Well, they can measure the distance
Well,
of
we don't
like
really
stars.
know. But we don't really know. I mean,
Yes,
no
we
one's
do.
at the edge of this universe telling us that, yes, it is for sure.
But they can
Expand.
measure the distance of stars from us, from each other, from all this stuff. And then it's slowly drifting apart. And technically when they measure like at a very detailed level, it's actually drifting away faster and faster. So technically not only the universe is expanding, it's also expanding faster and faster, right? And then if you think about it, space and time is actually called space-time, right? So could it be that time or our perception of time is literally getting faster as universe is expanding faster? But there should still be like say speed of light, right? Is constant. It's not relative. It's like one number. And the fact that space and time is the same thing, it's just like different dimensions on the same thing. If space itself is stretching faster and faster, shouldn't time be moving forward faster and faster as well?
No.
Therefore,
And yes,
our
actually,
perception
Yes, that's
of
exactly
time.
what space and relativity is. It's this. Okay. Why do you think it's so difficult to swat a fruit fly? Because when you're swatting that fruit fly, to that fruit fly, you're going like
By
this.
the way, you're moving off camera.
Whatever. You're going like...
So basically,
But
you're saying
for
a
you,
fruit
you're like-
fly. You're saying a fruit fly is like Flash. He's seeing things.
Exactly.
How long does a fruit fly live? Or any fly?
Just
Usually
because
a week,
they
a
live
day.
a short amount of time
a couple-
doesn't mean things.
It's no,
move
that
slower.
is no. That's all relative to it though. That's all part of that whole time relative space shit, right? So yes, Owen, you're right. Is what I'm saying. Is your theory makes sense because it actually. I mean, I'm no.
Physicist.
I don't know, physicist, yeah. But from what you're saying and from what I understand of that shit, it seems pretty legit that you're onto something, or that what you said already existed.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just banking off it. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I should like publish a paper on it and see what people say.
I'm going to give my friend Imran and his podcast a shout out, 30 to Life. Check it out. They're about 5 or 6 episodes in. Really good. It's my buddy Imran and his cousin. They do a great job. So check them out, but still watch ours first. Then go watch theirs or listen to theirs.
First.
If you have time.
Always.
In
Yeah.
fact-
So Imran, shout out to Imran, 30 to Life. If you want a shout out, just comment down below. If I read it, maybe I'll actually give you a shout out.
Like and subscribe as well while you comment.
That too. We would love it if you liked and subscribed to our channel.
Mahyar
We
will
will give-
personally go over and give you a kiss in person.
I will do a lot of things to you. Kissing might be one of them. Some
One
of
of
the
the
other
many
things I
things.
do could be illegal. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear.
What was I gonna say? So, do you guys think Amazon is actually gonna come to Vancouver ever?
Good question. So it's not just Vancouver though, right? Because
Yeah.
they've got a lot of options here.
I think actually Vancouver isn't even on the official list of contenders
No.
because we're just
I doubt
so
it.
shitty at it. I think Toronto is one from Canada. I think there might be another city from Canada, but the rest are all in the States. obviously.
Halifax.
Halifax. That's the new. That's gonna be the new hub. You heard it here first.
The
But,
underdog.
Joe-
You never know.
I know for a fact that you have something to say about this because you were gonna say something about this and you wanted to mention it specifically on the podcast from what I read on our chat before. So
Way
what
to
are
just
your
ruin
thoughts
it.
on
Way to
this,
just
Joe?
like spoil it.
Why did I
I don't
spoil it?
remember what you're talking about.
Dude, on our on our GDMA Bros chat, we have a separate chat. On our GDMA Bros chat, you literally posted the article. Then you're like, "This would be something good to talk about on the podcast."
Yes.
Which article?
The Amazon and the City Hall, the Vancouver
I
City
think it
Hall.
was like
people,
from
not
like Vince
everybody
City
wants-
Buzz or whatever.
Dude, do you forget the shit you post?
Is that?
I
still-
do.
It's
I
called
forget
Bailey
about
High.
Okay,
things that
wait.
aren't
Sorry,
important.
can we confirm here? Am I the one that smokes weed, or is it Joe? I don't know. Dude, who's the guy in the background?
That was creepy as.
Creepy as.
Oh my god! Don't do
Told you
that
not to let
again,
that happen, man. Don't let that
What
happen
happened?
again.
dude.
You're some ghost walked by behind you.
Shut the f
Ah.
up. You're creepy as. Oh my god.
This room is empty.
Shut up, dude. It's your brother. By the way, brother is much better looking than
Wait,
you.
there was actually someone who walked.
I'm just joking.
Was there actually someone who walked behind him?
Yes!
Oh, I thought you were totally trolling. I was like, holy f, that
No,
was
dude.
so creepy.
No,
I
I
got
thought you were
so
saying-
creeped out. I'm like,
I
don't
thought you were-
troll like that.
I thought you were
Troll
saying
like
it was
that, bro.
creepy that somebody walked up behind him because it did look creepy as f. It was really weird.
I didn't see it.
I
I was
didn't
reading
keep
the
it.
Amazon article. That's why.
I was
Okay,
trying
well-
to find the article.
Here,
But,
let
yeah,
me send it
no
to
idea.
you on Facebook chat.
That's hilarious. You guys are so funny. I love it. So while he's looking up the article and while you're reading, NHL are playing in China right now.
Who?
You guys know this? The
Who?
NHL.
Yeah.
The Vancouver
Oh.
Canucks, they played
it's
LA
just
today. They're playing again tomorrow.
A few teams, right? Or just
Yeah.
those two?
Yeah, I'm not sure how many teams exactly, but I know LA and Vancouver played this
LA.
morning, and LA won, I think, 5-3 or 5-2.
Yeah.
And then Canucks play again this morning, but I'm not sure how many teams went out there. If all of them went, does anyone know what this is about? Because you guys are from China. I hate to stereotype here.
I'm not actually. I'm not.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh my god, way to do an actual stereotype.
Oh,
Just because you
yeah,
look Asian, you're just like,
Wah, wah.
oh, you're from China, right?
I'm offended.
Whatever, man. We're all bros.
That is so up, dude.
But our viewers aren't.
Yeah, exactly. Arrest this man.
Massive hate mail.
Someone arrest this
I
man.
assume it's just they paid the NHL a great deal of money. They had some sort of deal about publicity and stuff like that. That's
Okay.
the only thing that makes sense to me.
Okay.
And this is me just talking out of my ass.
Yeah, we usually talk out of our ass anyway, so that works out. I don't mind talking out of my ass. It's kind of nice. It's refreshing. So, Joe, any girls going on lately? Or what's going on with you, ladies man? No.
Getting
Oh,
married.
he's got something. You see that?
Let's just keep this off the podcast.
Owen,
Oh, snap.
come on, tell us.
Oh,
Sorry, I got an
that was
email
good.
here.
Alright, let's finish the podcast here so we can actually hear.
Wait, no. This is part of the podcast here. I got to hear this story.
He's
What's
not gonna
going
tell
on,
it.
Joe? Yeah, he will. Of course he will.
If you say so.
No, I won't.
Dude,
this
you're
about?
really disappointing our viewers and listeners right now.
Our viewers don't care.
Oh, they do care, Joe. They do care. I care too. I care a great deal about this information that I want to hear. Because he had a smile. Owen, did you see the smile on his face? I'm actually gonna go back, edit this, and replay that smile in slow motion.
Yeah, put it on right here, right now.
I will. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, now you tell me that smile doesn't have something to say. You tell me that smile doesn't have something to say. Whatever, man. I'm happy for you. Whatever you got going. If you don't want to say it, that's fine. But I'm happy for you, dude.
I may or may not have things going.
You may or may not have.
So you guys know what was super creepy yesterday, right?
What's that?
So I was like working, whatever, like reading some emails at night, and then actually the time of day doesn't have anything to do with this, but I get a notification on my phone, right? And then it's like from iPhotos, basically the Apple's photo app on your phone, like where like camera roll, right?
Yes.
Where all your photos are stored. And it's like, hey, we created an album for you. So you know how I think since iOS 10, they've been taking your photos and you can make like a little mini movie with like pre-recorded music, all this stuff. And sometimes they would take like, they would know you went on a trip because all the photos have geotags and they would put it together and then it would play like a movie automatically, right? But this was the first time I got a notification that it proactively created something for me when I'm not even using the app, right? I wasn't even using my phone. And the really creepy part is it says the title of the album or the little movie it created is called A Big Day. And it took a bunch of photos from when my wife was trying out wedding dresses and put those together into a movie called A Big Day. So obviously it read the content of my photo, like it was able to recognize those were all photos of wedding dresses and probably recognize who it was, and then said, oh, this must be like Owen's wedding or something. So then it named A Big Day, it created like this movie, and then it gave me a notification about it. That's pretty fucking creepy.
That is creepy.
So that's amazing.
It's amazing.
That's amazing.
It's amazing technologically, yes. But it's also creepy that basically every photo on your phone, Apple is going through and seeing the actual content in them, right? Like I knew Google did this when you uploaded your photo to like Google Photos or whatever. That's why I try not to do it as often, and that's why I keep it very separate. Because on your phone sometimes you take more personal photos or whatever, or like really dumb photos. I'm not gonna go any further into that conversation. But
what's the app? Hot dog, not hot dog.
But like, I just wanted some privacy when the photos are just on my phone, right? That's why I don't upload it everywhere on the internet. But even then, they're looking through your photos, recognizing things, aggregating them, probably sending data back to Apple.
Of course.
So yeah, shit's pretty fucked up these days.
That's crazy. So it just made this album randomly and then sent it to you, or what?
It gave me a notification. It's like, hey, check out this album we made for you, blah blah. I actually have a screenshot. It's
trying to be helpful.
I'll send it to you, Mahyar. You can put it up
but...
for maybe put it up earlier as I was talking about it. But it's nice, but on one side, technologically, it's not good enough there. It's not nice enough yet, clearly, because it thought it was a wedding photo album, but it wasn't, right? It was just her trying a wedding dress.
So many articles about security issues ever since iOS 11 released or whatever, like a few days ago or whatever, right?
Are people just
so
worried
the guy
about Face ID
who's into Microsoft is going to tell us about security issues? Is this actually happening, Owen? Is this actually happening?
They're just getting so paranoid about like
Face ID.
No, not even that. Like iOS 11 and how like apparently you can potentially be recorded without the phone being on or something. I'm like, how is this anything new?
Yeah, if that happens now, it's probably happened before.
Okay, let's real quick, everybody here, including the viewers, know this. Your camera can be accessed at any time with it being on or off. That was proven. There's a Vice video of that happening. Like they did it, I think, in their last season, where they met up with a hacker who hacked one of the Vice employees' phones, who was like in a different country, and he didn't even know he was hacked. He was like looking at his phone and like doing stuff, like just going out his day to day. Meanwhile, this Vice reporter and a hacker are sitting at a computer watching him. This was not planned. They literally just got his information and are like, okay, try to hack his phone. And he did it. He did it right in front of them. He accessed his cameras. He accessed the speaker. So this shit can happen already. This shit was happening like probably when cameras and audio and data got on phones to begin with. Not surprising, but at this day and age, I think I'm like, dude, you got nothing to hide. Nobody cares who you are. I actually literally wrote this on my buddy Dave's page yesterday, because same conversation, face recognition, oh no. I'm like, dude, you're Steve, you work at a retail shop, you're 9 to 5, you play World of Warcraft, you're not a spy, you're not a terrorist, you're not some world-renowned hacker or some shit that people want to come after you. You're a nobody. So how many people do you think are going to sit there and be like, well, we got to check out Joseph Chan's camera today because...
Hey,
they have better things. You do have fans, and they're on your YouTube channel. I have stalkers. Right here.
I will have those too.
Yo, have you guys...
repeat watch.
Speaking of which, have you guys watched Black Mirror?
Of course.
Yeah, they have that in Canada too, right? That shit...
Of course, yeah.
That's like the stuff we're heading into, right? Head on.
Which one's your favorite episode? Do you have one?
So since season 3, was it season 3 and 4 or just season 3? There's like 3 seasons, right?
I think there's 3, yeah.
Okay. The newest one, it was definitely the one, that's why it reminded me of like the webcam one. It was basically about, do you remember, Mahyar? It's like this boy, he he was like jacking off in front
Yeah.
of his webcam.
Oh, is this the kitty porn one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he got recorded,
So,
and then he got forced to do a
that's-
series of things, right? That was pretty
Oh my God.
fucking creepy.
That was a good one.
That was the one episode I watched, and I'm
And
like,
then
I
Joe
can't
were
watch
You're like,
this.
oh
This
my
is so
god, I
dumb.
could be this guy. Holy shit.
Joe ran to his PC
So-
and just chucked it and burned it.
No.
That's why you're looking for a Mac. You're like, guys, I need a new computer.
Dude.
um,
No, I thought the plot was just so predictable, and I don't know. I was hyped. It was hyped up to me, like how it's supposed to be crazy and mind blowing and plot twists and stuff like that. And I saw that episode. I'm like, this is dumb. So I stopped watching.
So before season
yeah, but that
3,
was like that wasn't even the first episode. That was like one
Yeah.
of the last episodes.
I think
if you
season
watched, like-
1.
That's the one that I watched.
I think
no,
Someone
go to
told me to
season
watch
Yeah.
one.
so.
Start
Season
season 1, episode 1.
yeah, season 1
But
and
it's-
2.
It's not linear, is it?
It's not. It's not.
No, they're all different
Yeah.
stories. Every,
But there's-
every
So
episode is
the
a
reason
different
we're saying season 1 and 2 is that in season 1 and 2, I think there's only like one boring episode, at least for me. Like all the other ones were like so good.
story. Yeah,
Like even
you know
the
which
first one, it was really good.
My favorite one is the black lady that wakes up in the chair in I think season 1, and then she's like being filmed with like.
yeah. That one was.
I'm
really
not gonna
good.
say anything, but
Yeah.
yeah.
That one
that
actually
one
had
was
a lot
really
of plot
good.
twists. That one's really good.
Yeah, that one was like twist after twist after twist.
Yeah,
and,
like
holy
you were
sh-
just
and then
trying
the
to
ending,
figure
you're
out-
like, oh,
Yeah.
nuts. Yeah.
That one's really
Does
good.
it ever come full circle? There's so many twists, it just becomes full circle.
No,
good-
this
good
totally
talk.
takes you by
Good talk,
surprise.
Joseph.
Yeah, this one you're just like, whoa.
He's trolling you, dude. Stop answering his questions.
Oh, whatever. I don't know. I'll answer them.
The second season, definitely my favorite. And was this the first season? I don't even remember. But the memory one, where basically they all had contacts, and then like a chip inserted into your brain, and then you can play back all your memories, right? That one was really good.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, that one was really good. And then the husband was basically trying to figure out if his wife was cheating on him or not through like playing back their memories and stuff. It was really messed up, but really
I
good.
wonder how that would be accessed. Like, is it as long as you see something, it's stored, or do you have to have some sort of consciousness to that element?
No, so
That's
it's basically
something I always wondered.
yeah,
Not,
the
not
way
just to that.
yeah, the way in the
like,
movie
in
it was like
context to that.
literally just like a camera, right? Like everything you see
I see.
is saw. But I think to your point, like what if we can record thoughts, right? That would be pretty
Yeah.
cool. So I have another thing that's really disturbing. I just have all these disturbing things. So this is about Instagram, right? Joe probably don't use Instagram, but Mahyar, you use Instagram, right?
I
Yeah.
used it for testing.
Okay.
I have it
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
I
So
love
you don't
Instagram.
use
I know.
Instagram. You use it for testing. So what happened is, if you guys noticed, and you guys can search up online after this, like this happens to a lot of people. It's not just me. What happened is, a few weeks ago, I was having a conversation with some friends, right, during lunch. And then we're talking about this particular app called Wish or whatever. Anyways, that's not important. Just know we're talking about something.
Okay.
And then
Who did this?
And then
Seriously, did one of you do this right now?
what?
you have
Oh,
a new
did you
memory?
do this?
No, that's the app did it. The phone
Dude,
did it
it's
for
a-
you.
Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt your story. I am not shitting you. This is a photo of the three of us that was just literally created.
How was
for me
there a
right
photo
now.
of three of us? Show us the
I
photo.
I have no idea. It literally just said, this is a memory. You saw that, right? You have a new
Yeah,
memory.
I saw the
November
notification,
2nd.
but I didn't see photos of us. I don't know what's the content.
Look. Mother...
Oh my god!
This is
Nice.
when we went to Google when we were in San Francisco for Owen's
It's-
wedding.
You know why? It's because Siri's listening to you right now.
Dude.
So they're
Dude.
talking about memories.
Dude.
It's
Yo,
fucked up
this
for
is
two
this
reasons.
is gonna be the
One,
title. This is gonna be the title of our podcast this time. Like Apple, Google, all these mother are listening to you. All the
Don't, like, if you really have something that bad against them, don't use their products. That's what everyone says, right? And in the end, no one will stop using their products.
Yeah.
And you'll just try to, like, do something, but in the end, they sort of control you. So,
They
Totally.
sort of control you.
yeah,
That's-
to an extent. You
That's
can
just weird, though.
use their
That's just weird,
products.
though. Because you were
Especially-
just talking about this feature,
Yeah.
and then it just sends this to me. It doesn't even send it to you guys. It's like, hey, Mayer, check out Owen and Joseph, who you're just happen to be talking to right now. Oh,
my
here's a
God.
photo of you guys from 2016 or whenever that.
So I think,
That was
to be
last year.
fair, I think they're trying to push this feature for those who updated iOS 11. So it might happen a lot in these 2 days. But the fact that we are talking about it, and especially the three of us, and then it created a memory for you about the three of us, that's fucking creepy.
That's crazy.
So that's exactly what I was going to talk about in my other story, right? So we were talking about this app. I never searched it up afterwards. I never like looked it up. I never opened the app store, tried to find it or anything. It's this app called Wish, whatever. So we're talking about it during lunch. I had my Instagram open. Obviously, like me always, I wasn't paying attention. I was browsing my Instagram feed as me and my coworkers were talking about this, right? And then an hour later, when I was at my desk, I opened Instagram. I checked my stories. I tapped through a few stories. The first ad I saw was an advertisement for the app Wish, which we literally talked about an hour ago.
Did you click anything related to Wish?
I didn't click anything. I didn't search it up on Google. I didn't try to look for it in the App Store or anything like that. It's only like
You got a
we talked about it.
ad
Yeah, the
on
ad targeting.
your browser, or
No, in Instagram. So
interesting.
if you go online right now, if you go on Google right now and search for Instagram listening to conversations, you will get so many results of people experiencing the same shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
It's probably in their terms of contract or whatever.
Yeah, the shit that nobody ever reads.
Yeah.
It's getting real, yo.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
getting real.
Especially, I love how as I was
Always been
about to
real.
tell this story, you're like, holy shit, Apple is talking about it.
Yeah, I use
Yeah.
Instagram regularly, but I mean, the things that I post aren't even photos of myself usually. It's like my
Why,
drone
'cause you're too
photos.
ugly? What?
Of course, obviously. Yeah, it's usually drone photos or just like cool landscapes. Like I think I have one photo of myself in my entire Instagram. That's it.
All this
I don't like people who
gathering-
take selfies.
I take
like-
selfies.
Well, I mean, when your entire Instagram is you and selfie you,
Oh,
I
okay.
friggin' hate that. I hate that.
You
their
and
thing.
selfie you. That's awesome.
That's just their Instagram theme. The exact same
everyone has
selfie,
it. Yeah, everyone has an Instagram
Every
theme, I
day.
guess.
same face.
I'm not going to
365
name
days type of
names
thing.
for the sake of the fact that some of these people might actually watch this video, but I know a few people who bombard.
Oh, they won't watch it.
Oh, no, they might. But they bombard their Facebook and their Instagram with just different poses of them. And I'm like, seriously, like, how full of yourself are you at that point? Like, how many photos do I need to see of you in a day in a different position, in a different shirt,
know
or
what, Maya?
whatever?
You can always
What?
just unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Or-
Hashtag
I do.
unfollow.
Whatever,
I do.
you
I
know?
100% do.
No one's
I
forcing
can't.
you to.
I don't unfollow though because I just like these people are also somewhat friends. But what I don't get is like
Somewhat friends.
Someone, I love the term you used.
somewhat friends, as in the fact that like like when they do this kind of stuff, I can't stand. I don't get it. I'm like, why do you think we need to see like 5 photos of your face and you in a certain pose every friggin' day? And you're not a model. Like, not that you're bad looking or anything like that, but like, it's not even what you do for a living. Like, can you like take some photos of something else or show me part of your daily life? Or I don't need to see your face in this position, duck face, and then this position, duck face.
It's the same reason why you can't stop talking about Bitcoin. Like, even though no one gives a shit,
Yeah.
it's just
it's
what
fun.
you have.
I laugh so hard. Like I tell my friends about you guys, and we laugh at you. Like, you got to understand this. Like, we just make fun of you guys because I'm like, I have maybe 3 or 4 friends who were not into Bitcoin at all, who got into it and who have made
Here
thousands.
we go again. Why did you have to bring it up, Joe? Why did you even bring it up?
Here's why I'm bringing it up, because I want our viewers who
No,
know
I didn't
shit,
ask you. Why did you bring
who
that
know
up?
shit,
I asked Joe.
to
Why
actually
did he bring
comment
it up?
and be like, oh my god, your friends are dumb for not putting into Bitcoin. Because when Bitcoin was at $2,000, people, I was telling these guys to buy in. And it went up to $5,000, then it went up to $6,000. So,
And now it's $3,000.
no, actually, right now it's sitting at 47 or 48.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You
Dude,
might
I
wanna
check it every day.
right now. You might.
If it's down, I'm gonna buy some right now, because I always buy when it's
maybe
low.
you should buy some because I'm checking it right now and it's down to 37.
Seriously? I'd wait till like lower than that. 25.
Why did you have to
27.
bring it up, Joe?
No,
You
you're
just
wrong.
had
It's
to.
at 47 right now.
You just had to.
4,700.
What are you talking about? I'm looking at it right now.
You guys, what's the
Dude.
conversion? You guys are probably
Oh,
looking
sorry,
at like
sorry. I'm
fucking Canadian
dollars.
and American.
Oh.
Obviously American.
Oh my!
Sorry.
So dumb. We're so dumb. Oh my god.
Okay, for our viewers,
That
who
was
don't know,
embarrassing. You're gonna
me and Joe are in Vancouver, Canada, and Owen is in Sunnyvale, California. So.
Santa Clara,
Sorry for
California.
that. Yeah, sorry. But yeah.
You know what?
That's good. We're
Since
cropping
you
that
talked
part
about
out.
that,
right?
Apple probably knows all your stuff, and
Oh yeah.
they'll be
Oh for sure. Oh,
You'll
oh
be
I
getting
just got a
an
notification.
advertisement
Oh
and
look, all my
content
Bitcoin
tracking
photos.
stuff. All your photos of you sending
The Bitcoin.
pics of your, I don't know, screenshots.
Word. For our viewers, if you are interested, I highly recommend you buy into Bitcoin when it's below $3,000 Canadian. Sorry, Owen, for your conversion rate. Other coins that you should look into: Litecoin. Neo's kind of out. Don't even do it. Chinese thing kind of ripped that off. Ripple.
That's
If you want
racist
something
of you,
for
bro.
low, for potential high, go for Ripple.
That is so racist of you.
Other than that, Ethereum is still a good buy, so do it up. If you've got some spare change, do it up. But yeah, sorry, we don't actually make fun of you, but we do kind of go, oh, that's a shame. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly,
Especially you, Owen.
I think
get
what
so mad at
happens-
you. Of everything, I get mad at you.
I think
More
what
than anyone
happens
else.
is, Meyer, you make fun of us to your friends, and they're like, "Don't be such a dick, you dick."
No, they're like, why?
I think that's
why won't they
exactly
do
what
it?
happens.
They ask me, they're like, why won't they do it? I'm like, I don't know, but it's their loss. Like, I just don't know what else to say to you guys. But I get it. It's not for everybody, okay. But I just don't see why you want your dollar to sit at 69 cents and you don't want it to be 5,000. I just don't understand why you
I don't
want
even
that
know
to
what he's
happen.
talking about anymore at this point.
Exactly,
but okay.
because you guys don't know. That's the problem. Got to do your research. And Joe, like, especially, see, I'm mad at you guys for 2 different reasons. I'm mad at Owen because you got the money to do it. Like, you losing 10K is nothing. It really is nothing.
Here
Me
it comes.
losing 10K is nothing. I'm just saying. But I'm mad at Joe because Joe's actually very knowledgeable when it comes to tech and really reads into things and looks into things. And this guy is kind of like, you know? So that kind of is like weird to me because I figured by now Joe would be like, holy shit, Mayer's actually right looking at these figures and numbers. I should have done this like 6 months ago. But
I only
whatever.
research things that I'm interested in, pretty much.
You're not interested in making money?
I'm not interested in Bitcoin.
Okay.
I research other stuff.
If you need more information about Bitcoin, Owen and Joseph are always willing to talk about it. They love discussing the market, economics, all that shit. So just give us questions, we'll answer them. No problem. Anything interesting in the world of Uber? For our viewers who don't know, Owen works at Uber.
Yeah, I drive in the Santa Clara, San Francisco
I
Bay
should
Area.
reiterate, Uber, not driver Uber, but he
I
works
do.
at
I do
Uber
drive.
HQ. Well, whatever.
You actually
If
drive?
I drive, you drive.
No, I don't drive.
Oh.
I would
You
love to
should.
drive though. But I think my visa in the States doesn't allow me to have 2 jobs, 2 like paying jobs.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. You should start your own place, your own Uber.
Yeah. Also, my visa doesn't allow me to start my own company either. I need
I'll
to.
just get it all cash.
I need to get a green card in order to do it. Get it all cash? You mean like a taxi thing, like a Uber taxi?
Well, sure.
When does that Xbox come out that you ordered on pre-sale?
How did you know I ordered an Xbox on?
Because you mentioned it on the last podcast.
Huh. Interesting.
When you were like, I have so many consoles already, and we're like, how many do you have? You're like, actually, I only have one.
And it's
But
not
I
even here
pre-ordered-
yet.
But I pre-ordered an Xbox 2 or whatever.
I think it's coming out in November. I don't even know when it's coming out.
Okay, so you don't have much time to wait. That's all right.
Yep. I'm going back to
Not too shabby.
Vancouver in a
Ooh,
few
nice.
weeks.
Oh,
We
really?
should do a Vancouver podcast when all 3 of us are here. Sorry, real quick. Dog wants to say hi.
Oh, nice.
Hello, Fluffy. There you go. Okay.
You should put him in the fourth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We should add Lucas as the 4th. He's the cutest son of a bitch ever. When are you coming? We should do a live podcast, or not a live podcast, but we should do a podcast like when you're here.
Yeah, let me double check the exact date. I'll send it to you guys.
Are you going to be here for long?
And he's not going to send us a date.
I'm going back for like a week. Guys, I'm so tired. I think I'm going to call it.
I can tell you're
I'm
not
just
loud. I'm trying to pull the conversation.
I'm just
So we'll
not
call it-
processing anymore.
It's okay. I got some work I got to do anyway right now, so we'll leave it at that. That's
Sounds
the end of the
good.
podcast. Yeah. Anything you want to say before we wrap it up, guys? No, Joe.
Good night.
Wait, why didn't you
Everyone.
tell us more about Bitcoin?
No, it's all good. All right, so please do us a favor. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. We really appreciate you guys watching and listening. And as always, we'll see you next week. Until then, this is the end of the Basic Bros podcast. Peace out.
Boom.